This is going to be something somewhere between a rant and an analysis. And if you haven't finished the series yet, there will be spoilers. So I'm just gonna say that right now and be like, hey, if you haven't seen Endgame yet, no, I'm just kidding, but huge dork right here. Um, there will be spoilers if you have not finished Star Wars: The Forces of Evil. But I'm hoping to start a bit of a discussion because I don't have a whole lot of people I could talk to about this. And I have a lot of feelings regarding how they decided to end it, and most of them not so great. And I just want to know if I'm crazy or if other people agree. So, without any further ado, I would like to start off by saying yes, I did take down a few of my videos. I didn't take down the Eclipsa tributes because I am not mad at Eclipsa. She just kind of went along with what Star's plan. And at first she was kind of shocked, but then she was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I don't really have any reason to be mad at her. And honestly, they got a lot of recognition. A lot of my recognition is from the Eclipse tributes. So, it's kind of selfish, but I'm definitely keeping up because of that. Secondly, I am keeping up the Tomco because I'm going to sound like a princess, but I don't feel like cleaning up my salt trail. I am just going to be a salt chinchilla and roll around in my salt for a little while. And there will probably be other people who want to do that as well. And I want to be there for them. So please come enjoy the chinchilla salt bath. Okay, that's weird. But anyway, so I'd like to start off by talking about the decision to destroy magic, because that's really what this is all around. What this revolves around is that she decided to destroy magic. And that's usually something that an evil person does. And she's supposed to be the one up against the forces of evil. And now suddenly she's doing something an evil person would do. And that's at least the way I see it. But I mean, if somebody else sees it a different way, I would love to hear about it. Personally, I just feel like she made a decision that the good guy would not make. And it disappointed me. It's like she was my first cosplay, and I just feel like I've been betrayed by her. And you have noticed that I took down her tribute. And yeah, it's like I have this adorable wand that my grandma and I made for my cosplay, and it even has a spider with a top hat on it. But spider with a top hat is dead because magic is gone. Like, my main issue with it is the fact that she didn't think about the fact that certain magical creatures would just die because, like, the Magical High Commission, they're done. They are done. They're dead. She killed them by killing magic. And I think it's kind of ridiculous how Hekaku was so nonchalant about it. Shoot, just a second. Sorry about that. I was not expecting that. But where was I? Now I've lost my train of thought. Oh, so the Magical High Commission. Yes, that one. I'm such a dork. You guys are just probably like face palming at some of the things I'm saying right now. But anyway, Hekapu was very nonchalant about the fact that she was gonna literally die. She was like, magic, whatever. She's just, drinking her flaming mimosa or whatever and just been like, I'm gonna die, I don't care. And I'm just like, who has that attitude? Like, I get that she's lived for thousands and thousands of years, most likely, but that just seems like a really, really, really unrealistic attitude. Like, who approaches death, like, with indifference. Who does that? Anybody? Like, I really don't think so. And again, the fact that the only thing that made her hesitate, the only thing that made Star hesitate was that she wanted to be with Marco. Like, that was the only thing that made her hesitate. Like, she didn't hesitate because, oh, I don't know, certain magical creatures would die, like the Magical High Commission, as well as all of everything that she created, like every creature she created, all her unicorns, I guess, her spider with a top hat, her narwhals, all dead. And she just didn't even acknowledge that. And I find that really upsetting that the only reason she hesitated and was conflicted was because she didn't want to be separated from Marco. And I think that's really selfish, to be honest. It's like and the worst thing is that Hekapoo is the only magical creature that she got this opinion from. Like, she didn't go out and ask Omnitraxis or Romulus if they were okay with this. Like, oh, hey, I'm just going to destroy magic and you're going to be dead. Are you okay with this? Like, you didn't even, oh my gosh. Like, why would you even just, I just don't get it. She's just like, yeah, you might die, but, whatever. Just give me a second to breathe. And then it just kind of became all about Marco. It was just like, oh, we're destroying magic? Oh, for real? Like, oh, I don't want to be separated from Marco. It's like, it's not even about saving the monsters from the Solarians anymore. It's about Marco. It's like, oh, I can't be separated from my sweet, precious Marco. I miss him. It's just like, really? Really? And here's the part where I'm gonna sound really controversial and hopefully nobody gets too mad at me, but the way I see it is that Starco shippers just complained until they got what they wanted. That's how I feel, and that's probably not even remotely true, but that's how it feels to me. And that's not something you can argue with. It's how I feel, but I'm sure that I'm wrong. So please don't be mad. Please. I just feel that way, okay? Additionally, how they resolved it at the end was, it felt like something out of a box of freaking Cracker Jacks. Like, they're just like, oh, the portal is still there even though magic was destroyed, and now there's an explosion and the two dimensions have fused. And it's like, in what world, universe, dimension does that make any sense? Like, why would the portal still be there if she destroyed magic, for one thing? For another thing, why would it cause those specific dimensions to fuse? And I just don't get it. Like I said, I just don't get it. I want to know how it paid off for you guys, because it really didn't pay off at all for me. It just felt like they just, I don't even know. Like, all I know is that I don't like it, and it did not pay off for me, and I want to know what you guys think, and I want to continue this discussion, hopefully in a more intelligent manner than me just ranting. I promise I'll be civil. Please be civil too. I would love to hear from you guys. I would appreciate that. So that's all. See you later.